Morning, friends. Today we're going to talk about sun catchers. This is one of the first ones I made. I used a rubber bangle and it warped. Not a good thing. All right, this is one of the next ones I did, and I used a metal bangle, a bracelet, and you can see it came out pretty good. Do I like it? Yeah. This one, again, I used a metal bangle, and I used some jump rings to set off the different parts, and I really like that one. This one here, let's see if I can turn it so you can see it. It was more intentional, and I really like this one. It looks really good. So today we are going to discuss how to do these. All right, good morning, my friends. Today we're going to do something fun. It's called Let's Make Some Sun Catchers. Okay, here comes the sun. So, okay, how do we go about making sun catchers? First, we're gonna, I do now. I always start out with a metal bangle because it doesn't warp. If you are a person who gets jewelry lots from Goodwill or thrift stores or yard sales or whatever, chances are there's going to be at least one, if not 5 or 10 bangles in it. And you're going, don't really wear bangles. You know, it's like, okay. Oh, this has got sparkly, so that's cool. So what am I going to do with all these? And a lot of them are worn, and a lot of them are simple, not much to them. Well, sun catchers are fantastic for this, and you can also make Christmas ornaments in this exact same way that we're going to do this. What I do is you can use coloring books or go online and print something off, or you can draw your own. I went online. All right, let me pull this down here. As you can see, I've got a basic flower. I got a chicken, and I got a bee. Why do I have a chicken and a bee? Because my daughter-in-law raises chickens and bees, so she loves both of those. So I'm thinking that chicken would look really cute in a sun catcher. I can do the outside in like some kind of pastel colors and keep the chicken white, or I could do a brown chicken and a lighter color around the outside. A lot of things you can do with them. One thing you want to make sure is that you keep whatever you're doing fairly clear. You do not want to go too opaque. Okay, now you can't just do it on paper. Sorry, don't work. So this right here, can you see the light shining off it? This is a plastic. My husband was a teacher, so he had a lot of overheads, projector type thing. I'm going to turn this sideways so that it'll be closer to me. Anyways, so he had a whole, like a box this thick of these clear transparent paper things. Any plastic, clear plastic like this will work. Resin does not stick very well to this kind of plastic. So if you're doing a shaker or something, you can use the plastic to seal it up, but make sure you cover the whole thing with resin to seal that plastic in, because chances are this is not going to be a permanent stick to your shaker. That's another video. All right, let's start with just outlining this chicken. I use a Sharpie permanent marker, and this is a very thin one. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a spot. There we go. And outline the chicken. Hello, chicken. Do they have to be perfect? No. Wow, I'm very shaky this morning. I wonder why. I didn't sleep well last night. Sinuses are bugging the heck out of me. But I'm not the only one, so I guess it's sinus weather. You could really use a nice rainstorm to clean out whatever it is that's sharing the love with everyone. There is a lot of stuff in bloom right now because, well, the heat is kind of starting to dissipate a little bit, which means roses and all kinds of flowers are going, yay, we can bloom. We are not going to get fried. Okay, the chicken's out. I'm not outlining the chain. That's silly. Okay, so let's move the chicken. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to, first thing I want to do is I want to outline the outline with resin. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to mix up some black resin in, I'm going to use some black paint with the UV resin and take you can use a toothpick, you can use a dotting tool, you can use whatever you got, and just put a thin line around everything that you've just drawn. Okay, I cut the plastic so it's not so big so we can work with it. That's probably more resin than I'm going to need for black, but yeah. I do have my UV lamp right here to the left of us. I don't know my right from left, so if you see me do this, it's because I'm I'm like going left, right, which one? Okay, let's add some black into the resin here. And I don't want to put too much in. I want it to be black, but I need the light to be able to transplant through it. Transport through it so that it will cure the resin. Okay. If you need a darker black in anything, just do multiple layers. Okay. Now this is a dotting tool. And I'm just going around the chicken lines here. I need a little darker. I think because it's so, we're not doing a real thick layer of it, I think that'll be all right. We'll find out, huh? All right, let's see if that's better. Can't tell. Like I said, we can do multiple layers if need be. Make sure you get his wing in good. Her wing. It's a chicken. It's a hen. And not a rooster. So it's her wing. So. Yeah, yesterday I posted a video of some beads that I did, and I did some more. Actually, was it yesterday? Day before yesterday? I don't know. Recently, I posted a video. And when I Google the Google lensed the bead that I was trying to make, Google said that it was lamp work, or Moreno. Anyways, my sister said, "Oh, you made," and then she gave the name of what it really was. So somewhere in the body of the text, it gives the name of what those beads really are. While this is curing, I'll show you the ones I made yesterday. The more you make something, the better, usually, quality you get. And I really like the ones I did yesterday. I mean, the ones I did on camera were the first ones I ever did. So, you know, you got the first try. You got to watch it in real time. So, yeah, it was. If you find something fun and you're going, well, it's not that great, keep trying, because you learn things every time you do. And the eye's just going to be black, so I'm just going to blacken the eye in. And I don't know why it's got a little thing going to the nose, but well, or the beak, excuse me. It's chickens have beaks, not noses. Although they have nostrils and stuff on their beak. I mean, it's their full face. It's their mouth and their nose, and there we go. Okay, let me set that under the lamp. Can you see? I'm gonna put that under the lamp, cure it, and let me show you these while that's doing that. Okay, I did this one on camera. I did this one, which I like. I think it's cute. But these I did, let's see, that one I did on camera. So let's move those out of the way. Those are the 3 I did. I'm not sure why those are in there. I did these 2 butterflies. When I was doing this bead here, I spilled a bunch of glitter. And I said, I gotta clean that up. So I took a squeegee thing and I just cleaned it up and just put it in a mold. And it came out great. Those will make great stud earrings. Oh, that one was one I did before. Okay, this here, I took little round holeless beads. And look at that, I got paint on me again. I am really good about getting paint on me when I'm doing this stuff. Anyways, and put a base on like that. I think that's cute. Nice and colorful. That one I did the other day. This one I did with it's almost, I think they were almost streamers or something. I don't remember what it was, but I chopped it all up, and it's just a very reflective. I don't know if it was like a ribbon or what it was, but you know, when you have something that's kind of catches your eye, keep it and chop it up and throw it in the resin. Looks great, but I like that one. This is my favorite one. And this is the one, you can see the blue glitter in the back, and then it's got little tiny holeless beads on it, different colors. This one's my favorite of all of them. I would love a whole, maybe a whole necklace made out of this here. So that was fun. Just want to let you, oh, I bunked you. Let you see what I did. Easiest way to clean up. I always have an alcohol sitting right there. And you just clean it off. Did you get it all? No, but at least every time I move my hand, I'm not catching myself going, I got a black spot. I have a black spot. Okay. It's kind of there. When I wash my hands, it'll go away. You'll go, it's still there a week later. No, kidding. I am drinking vanilla chai tea this morning. It's delicious. It's got heavy cream and Splenda in it. All right. Okay, our chicken's cured. It's been under the light. Now we're going to need to color it a little bit. Should we start with the white and knock that out first? First thing we're going to do is, as you can see, I got a clean butter wrapper. Add a little bit of resin there. I'm going to use this is mica powder crystal white. It will give a nice reflection, even though it's going to be more solid than the resin dyes. don't need that much. Let's start with that right there. And maybe a little bit more. And if it's too light, we can put on a second coat. That's, you always go lighter than you need, and you don't amp it up as you need. Good rule of thumb. All right, I'm going to use the larger part of the dotting tool here. Sure why that ran down that way, but yeah, I think we're going to, oh, I don't know. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we're going to need to have a little bit thicker, but oh, I like that. Because we do want the light to come through. She's going to have a pretty chicken, huh? A pretty chicken. And we got to figure out what we want for a background color and what we want for tail colors. Oh, I didn't get the red out. Oh well. I guess I could do an orange comb, because I got the orange out for the bill, the beak, the bill, the beak, the front of the chicken. All right. And any, like the leftover black that I had, I have a little mold here. I always have a mold sitting nearby to use the excess resin, so we're not wasting any. I watch people online and they just throw it away. I'm like, no, you can use that. Earrings take almost no resin at all. It's like you can fill up a little thing and you're going, ah, there's a pair of earrings. Didn't cost me anything. It was just leftovers. Okay, let's put that under the light. What do you think, huh? We'll have to see. I think it's going to need another coat. The first layer is cured. I'm definitely going to put on a second layer. I just think it just needs it. Just like that. And one of the reasons we're outlining this with that black resin before we do anything is it puts walls around your different parts. So like this doesn't run into the beak or the wattle or the comb, so it doesn't bleed out onto the edge. So yeah, it makes a border. We have a border. Run to the border, chicken. Yeah. Yeah, I think definitely it needed a second coat here. I'm curing the black inside the leftover black. I put them in some earring molds and I'm curing that. There's not a lot there and it'll need more resin, but as we go through this and use the resin, you know, we can take whatever is left over. And this is getting spread out too much. Dab there and dab there. All right, another dab there, and just spread it out. I don't want to use this too much because I don't want to go over the edge. And this I have more control. I don't have a lot of control with that. So that's one reason we use the dotting tool, is because you have more control. Also, it's better than a toothpick because toothpicks are short. And this has got longer handle, which makes it easier too. Whatever's easier, try to go towards that, because crafting should not be hard. I mean, it's hard enough without that there. See that? I think that's better. And you can see that the light's going to go through it. So that'll make a pretty sun catcher. All right. It's beginning to look a lot like a chicken. Hooty hooty hoo. Hooty hooty doo hooty hoo. Ba doo dee doo dee doo. Doo doo dee doo dee doo dee doo dee doo. Hoo 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 hoo. Okay, I thought I was videoing it, and obviously I wasn't because it shut off. I was explaining that while I have this under the light curing for like 5 minutes or so, I am working on a second one. Okay, this one's obviously going to be a brown chicken, and this one's going to be a white, and we're going to make a couple of sun catchers for my daughter-in-law. Anyways, I was going to paint these brown, and I just don't like the combination. So what I did was I picked up some peacock blue, because who doesn't like peacock? It's Misty's favorite color. I was going to say, who doesn't like it? There's people who don't. I don't understand those people, but there's people who don't like that color. All right, and let's just pull this over just a little bit so you guys can see what we're doing here. And we're just adding it right in. And since we have the black borders, you can just kind of put a dot in, and it just kind of flows over the whole area. And then you just take your tool and you just rub over it, and it fills in the spot. Yeah, I think that's going to be a much prettier than if we did it in brown. Okay, be back. Okay, let's add another layer of our blue. We definitely need to make sure that this is amped up some, because you really want that blue to show. And when it's in the sunlight, it will get washed out. So, and also the more layers you put on, the stronger your sun catcher will be. If it's too thin, it can actually crack, and you don't want that. All right, there we go. All right, one more layer of the, what color was this? Peacock blue. Peacock blue. It's a good name for Misty's favorite color, peacock. You do see this color in peacocks a lot, so yeah. Just make sure that it's nice and intense there. But because of what kind of dye this is, the sunlight will still go through it. So that's awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so I just need to clean this up and start with the next color. What? I don't know what that's about. All right. Okay, let's put a layer of clear on this, and we can go over the whole thing. Okay. Take the tool, just kind of smear it around. Make sure we get to all the edges. Getting a lot of air bubbles in this. Not sure why. All the way to the edge. Get all over the chicken. Cover the chicken. Okay. Let's get rid of the air bubbles. I have a leak. I have just sprung a leak over here on this side. Best thing to do with that is take a cotton swab, clean it up, and UV light. Yep, it's still leaking. Let's get some more out of it. Hold it down. No. I'm not sure why it's leaking so egregiously. Okay, come on. And I have my finger in the resin. Not good. Okay. Get the resin off my hands. Throw that away. Clean paper towel. All right. Let's put this under the lamp. Okay, now let's just take this one and we're going to do the same thing. Hopefully I have sealed it good. We'll find out in just a second, won't we? Let's pull it over to the edges. Anyways, if you were going to do Christmas ornaments for your Christmas tree, you'd do it the same way, except of course you would use the Christmas theme. Either nativity, Santa, snowman, holly. A lot of different things you could do for that. And if you didn't want to put it on your tree, you could actually use it as a sun catcher in the window still, but it'd just be Christmas themed. Or you could do Thanksgiving themed, or fall, or spring. You could have a whole set of sun catchers. I had a little spot there that didn't get any on it. And just change them out. All right. Okay, let's take the plastic off the back of our chickens. Okay, see how easy it came off? See this right here? There's some overspill. That's common. What we're going to do is we're going to just take a pair of scissors and just go around and cut it off like that. Yeah, that one's a little thick right there. That's all right. It went through. Okay. Now we can also use a deburring tool. Just run around this edge with a deburring tool. That will take it off. Okay, let's take this one off. Okay. That one needs to be put under the light for a little bit because it looks like there's some wet edges on there. This is the back side. You see the little bit here I need to trim off. Okay. Also, I want to put a clear layer on the back just to make sure that's good and sealed. And Maybe this one I think needs another layer on front. It's awfully thin. Okay, I've added a chain to them. I've done another layer on each of these, so this is nice and sturdy. And I've worked on my bee too. So, yep. Now all I gotta do is bring these over and give them to Misty, right? Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and maybe you make a sun catcher out of some old bracelets that are laying around that, you don't know what to do with. Or some Christmas decorations or whatever. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Just hit the like button. Come back and see me. Bye.